Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News. And I have some new news concerning David Benavidez, Oleksandr Gvozdyk, 175-pound eliminator, according to Turkey Al-Sheikh. And let me do the fight breakdown. I know this is unorthodox. I would love to be sitting down to make this prediction, but the show must go on regardless of what's going on, okay? And I'll say this. David Benavidez is favored to win. That's what everybody says. I think David Benavidez has a good chance of winning, but there are some question marks for David Benavidez. I've noticed when these guys have been side to side that Gvozdyk is a lot bigger than David Benavidez. David Benavidez is new to 175. He's never been there. And regardless of how big he is or how much weight he has to cut, he's never been hit with guys that size. He's been beating up on guys at 168 left and right, i.e. David Lemieux, which really wasn't a super middleweight to begin with. He was actually a middleweight. Okay, I can't even see over there. Okay, I can't even see. Damn. Anyway, but anyway, yeah, that threw me off right there. So he's been used to beating up guys that size, and the way I look at David Benavidez, he's a tenacious, he's a hell of a fighter. He's a good puncher at 168. He did his thing. What don't I like about David? I don't like how he's straddling the fence between 168 and 175 because, and you're still mentioning Canelo. The Canelo fight, Canelo's going to fight whoever he wants. Canelo is on his way out. He's not going to fight for too much longer. David Benavidez is that guy. You know who David Benavidez is now? He is the old school Keith Thurman when Thurman was calling out Floyd and Floyd never fought him. You guys remember that? Floyd never fought him. Floyd had no interest in fighting him. And it didn't happen. And I think the same is going to be for David Benavidez. Canelo will never fight David Benavidez. The money that he wanted to fight David Benavidez is way off the charts. That raises suspicion. Obviously he's ducking David Benavidez. But what does David Benavidez do? Does he protest forever or does he move on with his career? And I like what he's doing by fighting Oleksandr Gvozdyk, but I don't like the distractions from the constant protest of Canelo. You don't need to keep talking about Canelo Alvarez. Okay? We already know what happened. We believe you. He doesn't want to fight you. Move on, please. Just move on. Because once you talk, like Deontay Wilder says, speak it, believe it, receive it. The more you speak of something, the more you bring energy to it. So the more you talk about Canelo, the less you manifest your initial focus. Oleksandr Gvozdyk could very well upset David Benavidez. Based on what I'm saying, based on the situation, based on the distraction of Canelo, stop talking about other fighters when you got a game fighter in front of you. That he's not worried about fighting Artur Beterbiev or Dmitry Bivol. He's not worried about any of those fights. He's focused on the fighter that he's supposed to be focused on, David Benavidez. Now, is David Benavidez focused on him? Not 100% if you're talking about Canelo and you can't keep his name out of your mouth. It sounds good. Yeah. It keeps you relevant as far as association because Deontay Wilder did it with Anthony Joshua, and you know, and those things happen. Okay, but I think at the end of the day, at the very, very end of the day, we're going to see a good fight, and we're going to see, first of all, how David can punch at 175. Second of all, how David can take a punch at 175. Third of all, how he can deal with a guy his size. Okay? Because Oleksandr Gvozdyk has one loss, and that's to Artur Benavidez. Okay? And that guy there, I don't think, is anybody to play with. You know? Do I think David will beat him? He should beat him. But again, that's assumption based on reputation. That doesn't mean it's done until it's done. Okay? So, that being said, people, that being said, we're going to see a real game fight. If I don't have to work, I will be live for it, which I think I will be live for it. But I look forward to this fight because this fight will show a lot about David Benavidez, and what he's able to do and what he's able to overcome, possibly. But you guys tell me what you think of this breakdown between David Benavidez and Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!